Welcome back to WWE 2K25 MyRise mode. So, live event matches. Various points in the MyRise journey, producer Troy will give you opportunity to compete in singles, tag, live event matches. Competing in a live event match will earn you attribute points, star rewards. 4 stars you earn, you'll unlock WWE Superstars, MyRise original characters, and all that. There's single and tag variations where allies to be your partner, and you can lock in a match. So, singles and live. Okay. 5-minute speed match. I'll get 8 upgrade points, or I can get a rebook, and I can get a rebook. Okay, a rebook will just allow me to, if I don't like that match, I can take a different match. Alright, this episode, I'm not going to lie, going to be a little bit boring. I'm literally just going to show off the live event system in this. So if you want to stick around, feel free. I would love the watch time. If not, feel free to wait until next time when I actually showcase the next story mode. So as I was kind of saying, in the, that blurb, why did I make it? Whatever. Brain worked. So I just realized I made her from Cincinnati, and I'm like, why did I do that? I'm like, oh well, no big deal. But anyway, so, hey, we got Chelsea Green. So live event is you literally just book, gives you more attributes so you can upgrade the character faster and more efficiently. It also will give you access to previous original characters and more unlockables so you can use them in your in the game modes. Like you can use them in universe mode, play mode, online, like all of that stuff. That's primarily what it's used for. A lot of times, it's just reskins of other characters, or they're like an original character. Like I think one of the rewards is El Ordinario, which he is a spoof of El Generico, the original character Sami Zayn played when he was on the independent circuit. But we don't need to talk about Sami Zayn. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea Green. No, I will not be doing the impersonation, mostly because I can't do it. Chelsea Green. Canadian professional wrestler, and all around really fun professional wrestler. Like, she is great. Great in the ring, great on the mic, lots of fun. Multiple interviews, she has stated she is more of a diva. Of the reminiscent of the WWE divas with the catty attitude and the reality star type drama. But where she gets a lot of credit is she is willing to do anything. Not even like one of those things, anything to get booked. It's like, hey, we're doing this thing and we want you to do this. Okay, done. I'll do it. Really? Yeah, I'll do it. But it could be seen as like, I'll do it. It's like, you signed me to a contract. You're asking me if I would be willing to do this. Yeah, I'll do it because you're my boss. You're asking me to do something, I'm going to do it. And that's not necessarily saying if your boss asks you to jump off a bridge, you should do that. But in a situation like this where in an industry like this where anytime you can get TV, you should take, is what she's doing. Currently, she is looking to regain. Actually, I don't know. She's not looking to regain. She's looking to hire a new member of her secret service due to one of her members, Piper Niven, being out on a injury. But Chelsea Green was the first ever women's United States champion in WWE. Outside of WWE, she has held the TNA Knockouts Championship, had a banger of a match with Penta in Lucha Underground, and you know it's good because I liked it, and I'm not a fan of intergender wrestling. Actually, that doesn't mean it's good. That just means I liked it despite not liking intergender wrestling. And she had a good stint in TNA, winning the TNA Knockouts Championship a handful of times. In WWE, when her first run, she wasn't necessarily doing much of anything. She then was released, and what the heck was I doing? I don't even know what that was. I ain't even gonna pretend. There we go! Hey! Looks like we busted her open. Oh, she got the knees up. Of course, she did. But no. She's one of the greats currently. She's a lot of fun to watch. And I always seem to go, you know what? It's funny. It's like one of those things, she's always never fails to at least draw a reaction. Be it an ugh or just a cheap smile. She always elicits a reaction from the fans and others. Which is kind of really what you need in the industry. You need to make people know you. Anywho, here's a bulldog. I just realized I have to do all the commentary myself. Oh my goodness. Because, well, live events, there is no commentary. That makes sense. Anywho, let's just drive her into the mat and call these match here. 2 and 3. That is done. Alright. So that's basically how the live event works. Is it's a random match they generate, be it a single or a tag match, and I'm going to do a tag team match next, just to show that off for this one. Yeah, 2.5 stars. Really? Well. But also, before I get into that, I have to get through this loading screen. Live match complete, and I got 8 attribute points. Cool. Alright. So I can use these attribute points and upgrade them, but let's check out a tag team. I can only pick myself or my male OC as an ally. So let's do that and do this tag match.
This is your chance to
and escape the cage
How about this live event
tag team match. Alright, that's fine. It's not worth wasting a rebook on if I'm literally just showing it off once or twice. Anywho. Oh. Let's get to where we're going. Do they have a team entrance, or am I having to show... Or is it going to be... Because I know they have the belts there. Okay, it is not a team entrance. So, and they don't even have the Unity tag belts anymore. So we're going to skip both the entrances, as I've already shown them off. However, I have not shown off their opponents' entrances, as far as I am aware. Let's figure stuff out right now. Alright, I've shown this entrance. So, it should be good to skip it. Yeah, we've shown this one. It's the same as her, like, Money in the Bank one. And, okay, BFAB. I'll be honest, I don't know jack squat about BFAB. Currently running around with the Street Profits. He ran around with, Hit Row, which was originally the lineup consisted of her, AJ Francis, who was known as Top Dollar in WWE, Ashanti the Adonis, and Isaiah Swerve Scott. Following around the 2020 areas of time, the group only consisted of BFAB, Adonis, and Top Dollar. They put Swerve in the group to try and help get him over, and it worked successfully. To the point where, to the point where when Swerve was released from the company, I think he actually wanted his release and they granted it to him on the next round of budget cuts. They moved Hit Row up to SmackDown, and it didn't work. Or it was like, no, that's what it was. So, they had originally only released BFAB. And then the three of them went to bat for her, saying that we're a group, you can't really get rid of her, because if you get rid of her, we lose the dynamic of the group, and all that jazz. So then they got rid of the rest of the group, including Swerve, who was the most popular guy. Swerve went to AEW under the name Swerve Strickland and has been basically a menace and doing very well for himself. The remaining 3 didn't do much under Vince McMahon until he left. Triple H brought them all back, but apparently Top Dollar was getting some backstage issues and drama to the point where he had left the company. Fab is currently running around with the Street Profits. Shanti the Adonis, I believe, is still employed with WWE, running around to NXT. AJ Francis, Top Dollar, went back to TNA, and is doing very well for himself over there in a tag team called First Class, consisting of himself and Casey Navarro, which is one of those names. I'm not going to say this is a name you should know because it's XY, because he's going to be this, that, and the other in the industry. I'm like, no. I think you should know his name because he is a tremendous wrestler and really good at what he does when he's healthy. But you can say that about any professional athlete. They're really good when they're healthy. Alright. So, steel cage match. The one thing I don't like about it is it's playing with the escape rules, meaning you have to escape the cage to win. And honestly, in a 2v2 match, it kind of sucks. Because realistically, you get a situation like where I'm at, where I got one of them almost out of the cage, but now the other one is going to be stuck in a 2v1 situation. Thankfully, it's against AI. However, easy situation in this, in my opinion, if you're ever stuck in this and you are stuck and can't get out, let the opponent escape first. Let one of your opponents escape. You get a 2-on-1 advantage for a little bit, and then I eat a Samoan drop. Now, but then, if your partner escapes first, you can kind of stall one of them out. Like, if your partner escapes first, you kind of stall one of them out to make it 1-on-1. If you escape, if the opposition escapes first, one of their members, that's when you let them out. Because, like, right now, I'm in control of myself, and I'm going to focus on getting, well, basically isolating Tamina. B-Fab can leave for all I care, because then it just makes it 1-on-1. It's kind of like one of those, that video game strategy of it's like, I don't have to beat them both. I just have to let one of them, I just got to beat them both as I'm playing. If I can get one of them out of the cage, that's great. But honestly, with this being a live event match, it's not meant to be good. It's not meant to be great. And like I said, and the fact we're showing it off, I don't want to dive off the cage. Alright, let's get back down. No. 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 Okay, we're done here. Yep. That's the thing why I don't like escaping the cage. I'd much rather it be pin or submit. Because it would just be more chaotic. Because in a situation, if you, and it's kind of one of the things the games did more recently, if you have a higher overall, like significantly than the other, they will basically squash them. And on top of that, once you climb over the top of the cage and beat that first bar, it stops. So nobody bothers to try and get you out. I wish they would have had a celebration with the two of them outside of the cage, though, not in the ring with the cage rising up. Because typically when you win a cage match in the game to escape, you're usually celebrating outside of the cage. Excuse me. Anyway. But that's the live event. Such, we get some more attribute points, some more star levels to help us get more wrestlers. And a lot of the wrestlers, like I said, they're just... Let me see, can I switch player, that is... Okay, so I can just jump to the Raw side whenever I want to. Okay, that's good to know. That is good to know. May need to do this, okay, if there are no storylines for the other character, switch to play them in live matches or an attribute points you need for. Okay. So anyway, since I have the attribute points of 18, let's at least spend 15 of them and upgrade her. And we can call that there. Yeah, it didn't bump up her overall, but it did help. And is there anything else I can do besides talk to Nick Aldis? Alright, in talking to Nick Aldis, which is basically going to be how we move on from the story, I'm going to talk over this because I'll basically hear it out in the next part, just on the grounds that it's just how it's going to work for right now. But when we do that whole next part, when we actually move on with the storyline, I'll let you hear it, let you see what we can do, see what's going on with it, and maybe give you a sneak peek at the rewards. But no, live event system, it's honestly, I think it's just one of those things they're trying to get people to keep playing the game, because typically, and I fall victim to this, it's like, okay, beat story mode, beat the showcase, beat the career mode, put the game to the side, and kind of play it when I'm bored. But now the live event mode will help you get more stuff, more unlockables, or if you do try and get the unlockables, but you buy the season pass, the only thing you could do is, if you buy the deluxe edition or the season pass, they give you all the crap, and they say, yeah, here's every unlockable that you can buy with the VC. Go nuts, have fun. Which is like, well, that takes the grind out of the game. So, I think in a way this is to get you the grind. Story confirmation, this is a story confirmation prompt. It will give you relevant information to the story, such as rewards, and you always have the option to confirm or back out of the story. Okay. And I'll probably back out, and then jump on it next time this way. I'm not jumping in the middle of a story or trying to find a good stopping point knee deep into it. But continuing on with this, one last thing to kind of show off, which is why I'll do this. I don't know why I even spoke to Nick. I could have just cut this out. They mentioned live event rewards. If you don't know where those are, because I didn't, and my younger brother is the one who pointed them out to me, no, you do not need to go to the MyRise hub. Options. There it is. Live records. And here you go. So, universe was made up in live matches, each and every memorable moment, opponents making the ring. Stored match ratings. So as you get better match ratings and your rebooks, you get stuff. So some of these consist of my faction cards or specialty versions, such as like I was mentioning, you got 20 stars, I'll get Super Cena. So this is like basically all the rewards. So like, 140 you get Odyssey Rift, Payback, so that's like worth it. Yeah. So these are all your rewards for getting them. You get the character, and it also looks like you get their card for the My Faction play mode. I'll probably do these once or twice, maybe not on camera, but once I get the reward, I'll let you know, or like, not really let you know, show the match that gets me the reward and the star level it's at, but like, that's basically it. So yeah, grind up to 20, you get Super Cena, 28, you get Chase, so on and so forth until you get all of them. And with that, that's going to do it. Next time, we'll go deeper into the Nick Aldis storyline.